Hello. Hopefully everyone is okay. Today we're probably going to be swapping party members a little bit. Although, do we already have her at max? I was thinking of taking Marl on this next part because we're rescuing Chrono today. That is going to be the entire goal. We'll probably get well past that, but we've got side quests and other such stuff to do. Magus is a fairly decent character to have. Yeah, we already have her maxed out. But we could use a healer. Maybe we take... And I need Magus to be getting skills. So Luca, unfortunately, I think Luca's the one that gets kicked. Ayla we're going to need for certain enemies up there. Although we could do it without her. It takes a lot longer and is a lot more resource intensive. So not always the best idea. We actually need to be getting Magus and Robos and grinding. So I might take them along with some various battles. But I think we will go with... Let's just go with Luca. Generally speaking, if you go by how the game actually runs, Marl, if you don't rescue Chrono, if I remember correctly, Marl is the one that actually saves him. So, yeah, she continues after the story ends and tries to save him. We could do that ending probably, but it would be hard to do, and I don't feel like doing it right now. That's more New Game Plus. If you're going to go through and like try and get all the different endings, New Game Plus is the time to do it. Your first playthrough, just go through and get as much done as possible, get all your like really good gear, everything like that, and then do all the various non-standard, like everything's done endings with the New Game Plus. That way you have all the gear. It's relatively easy, especially if you've maxed out your stats by the time you get done with all of it. And then you just do the like very, very beginning one last. And no, you don't get to keep flying Epoch into the other one. If I remember correctly, we want to go to the future. And start the... Oh no, we need to go to the present first and get the clone. Oops. Yeah. And I think we unfortunately have to do this animation anytime we leave from the end of time. If we leave from the normal one, we just get the little like zip animation. Which is going to be, where is the present? Present! Yeah, that's the zip animation. I like the zip animation quite a bit. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's just a very quick animation to say, hey, we're loading a screen. It's fine. Okay, so first things first. Oh, we also have that. But that is for going from here over to the magic place. So Chrono's house. Hi, how you doing? Gosh golly gee willikers. And unfortunately, you notice Chrono's mom is not here. What? Yeah, that's because we gotta come up here and ask for the doll. Oh, hello. Is Chrono okay? Yeah, he's fine. Hope he's behaving. Tell him to be good, all right? We'd like to borrow this doll for a bit. Yep, because we need the clone. You got the clone. And I forget. I think this only plays one song. And we can't actually talk to her again. We do have the cat food to keep Chrono's cat from running away. I think you only need one thing of cat food for that. I don't want to do it multiple times. Okay, what else do we need here? I don't think there's anything quite yet. This concerns me. I think we can't actually unlock this one until we do the second run on Magus's lair. This will be the first place we can do the Black Omen. We're going to do that a little bit later. I don't remember what else we want to do before going to this. I don't think there's anything that's necessary to do other than getting the clone. I could just be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Let's just double check. Yeah, that's blocked off. This is Ozzy's tower. This is Magus's. I really don't know why the fog makes it feel like it's like stuttering, but it's really not. Just the stuff down beneath it looks like it's stuttering because of the fog. We have that. I can never remember what all places we actually have access to. Yeah, that's the city. Oh, we actually can do stuff here. This is the haunted castle. We do a thing with Frog here. I had forgotten about that one. And this is the one where we can make the monster village actually friendly as well. And I forget what this one is. I think it's a nothing right now. So yeah, we've got stuff we can do. We got plenty of stuff we can explore and learn about, and we'll start from the future and work our way back. Onwards to the future! Get ourselves all of our characters back, because we're gonna need it. It's the unfortunate reality of it. Okay. Now this one... Yeah, we just need to land. There's a lot of places here that we can do stuff with. We are going to have a section with Robo. We're going to have a section for each and every one of the characters, I think. Such as... Even Marl's going to get one with the king. Although if I remember, hers is not that... crazy. And this is not the right dome. We need to be down by the mountain. But yeah, Robo's is back. I believe it's back up here. Yeah, I think we actually do just come back here for Robo's. There is another one that has us dealing with various enemies. That's the Sunstone. This is another factory. This might actually be the one that I'm thinking of. Is Genodome the one that has the pink robot? Yeah, one of them has a pink robot. I don't remember which one. But either way, we've got a mission to do, which involves going to Death Peak. But first, we got to actually trigger everything for it. And yeah, most of my healing is unfortunately going to be in the bucket at the end. Inns in this game, generally not worth paying attention to or even paying for. Unless you're like absolutely desperate. They're cheaper than a shelter is about all you can get from it. Yeah, we're going to use this as an excuse to get Luca more skills. There's only a handful of fights here, but we'll see. Maybe I should just swap them out. Hello. On Death Peak, you will find the power to restore life, but to activate this power, the deceased must be important to the space-time continuum, and you must have a clone identical to that person. Only then can you Chrono Trigger work its magic. Enough! The time has come for you to attempt Death Peak. It's the only chance you have of reviving your friend. The last program I've implanted in this creature's memory banks will help you back up the mountain. I do find it interesting that it only does this once. Executing program. But yeah, it'll only do this once. You'd think that, hey, maybe we'd actually like not want to shut it down after this in case that there was a need to bring somebody else back. But unfortunately, I guess it only anticipates this happening once in all of time. Creatures execute his program. Please let him sleep. The switch is on his stomach. Beyond the flow of time. And we can never go in that room again. Although you never were able to before. You weren't getting in there before. Might as well let him have his way. So, anything else that we have to do here before that? I don't think so. I think it's literally just get your butt up the mountain and save Chrono. And we only have, I think we have like 3 or 4 fights up there. It's not a lot, but they're tough fights. Maybe we should take Robo with, even though he's slow as hell. Yeah, I keep like humming and hawing about who we should take. This is a sub-optimal group. I'm just gonna say it right now. Ayla is great for this because her single target. Same for Frog. All 3 of these are your AoE and healer characters. But we need to get their skills unlocked, so we might as well do it. It's not like their attacks are awful, but you don't want to hit the... there's mini Lavos up here. You don't want to hit their shell at the same time as hitting their head. Walk when the wind dies and hide behind trees when it blows. Otherwise, you get to start this all over. There it is. Bruh. I always forget that you actually have to, like, keep moving up even though you're behind the tree. And if I remember correctly, I thought there were items up here. Or am I thinking of... I might be thinking of back down here. I'm pretty sure there are treasures. Are there not? Doesn't look like it. I guess maybe it's up. I know that there's several tabs up here. There's at least 1 tab up here. And I guess I will switch back to what's-her-face. If it will let me. I don't know if it'll let me while I'm in here. Yeah, it will. Sweet. Call in our friend. That way we can charm things from the enemies, because that's something I've been neglecting to do most of the game. It's not essential. You do actually get some pretty decent stuff from it, though. Combo. Charm. You. Tech. You don't have your AoEs yet, so let's go to you. Fire 2. Please don't chew Magus. 163 life. That sucks. I mean, we're not that bad off. We have plenty of healing. We have plenty of recovery. It's just whatever. And I forgot to equip Magus. Another thing I just realized. Not that it matters. He's mostly just a big AoE spellcaster. Magic ring. Sure, we'll use that on him. Why not? I kind of wish he had good single target spells. But alas, my ass, he does not. And just better there. Aeon helmet. Time hat. I think we'll go with memory cap. Why is Raven armor so much better than everything? I thought it was worse. So magic ring, what is his? I think it's the amulet was his. I wasn't actually paying attention. Protect status. Oh, ooh. That's basically our ribbon, I believe. I think we'll stay with the magic ring for now. Just more magic damage so he can nuke stuff easier. And we'll probably use Ayla's Kiss to restore life for now. We might, once we get past like the groups of enemies and all that fun jazz, we might end up just doing the whole grab the characters we want for the scene and then doing the scene. Because, frankly, there's certain ones that generally do better on stuff like this. Things like, if you're dealing with Chrono, it's going to be Marl, Luca. In this case, since Magus witnessed it as his younger self, probably him as well. Still find it weird. Well, of course, actually, if you go by the time flow, Magus hadn't witnessed us until the second loop. Okay, so you need heal and you need heal. That's only 1 mana, it's not a big deal. We may have to use a couple ethers here, but if I'm remembering correctly, there's really not that much to fight up here. At least not that much that's actually scary. What I remember is the Lavos bastards. It was the thought that counted. Maybe they don't have items on them. I can check. I don't really want to, though. I suppose I could go check, like, the wiki or guides or something like that and see if there's any items worth stealing up here. Hey, Luca finally knows fire too. Now, I don't know when we get... I'm pretty sure we only get it through items. The triple tech that is Luca... Yeah, because I think it's Luca, Magus, and... I want to say Marl is Dark Eternal, but it might be Frog. Don't remember which one it is. And I keep going to item instead of tech because my brain not doing the best today. But yeah, we'll still try to charm each battle. And I should probably check that she's actually on the charm top. That might be a problem that we're running into as well. It's been a couple days, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're on charm top. We should be fine. We should be getting the good steal rates. We could switch over to Marl and do double charm just to make sure. Is there not a chest here? No, there's not. I think, yeah, we have to loop all the way around. I think. Oh, it's the little Grim Reaper dudes. Let's try stealing from them as well. I don't think they're going to have items either. One of these days, I'm going to have to do... Let's see. Is that him? That's him. And she'll do fire too. Full ethers! Yeah, they're the ones we want to steal from. That is very profitable. Did she really just get outperformed by frickin' Magus? Your Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 game is weird. Do not know how many children you can have with your wife. You can have up to 3 wives. It seems you can only have 1 child per wife. That is strange. Maybe it's oldest heir situation? That's the only thing I can think of. And what did we just learn? How's it going, by the way, games for you? Is life treating you well? It has been a very long time since I played a Romance of Three Kingdoms, like the actual romance core game line. I've played a few of the Muso games since then, but... And I also have, oh god, Dynasty Warriors Tactics. On that, I might have to cover that. I never got very far in them, but I have them. It's one of those things like I want to make time to play them, but because I hear they're good, or at least good-ish. How far is he from getting Dark Bomb? And that's still a multi-target, which sucks. Blaze Kick might be what we need to be using against what's-his-face. So Luca, you're actually way weaker than him. Here, let's go ahead and put you back on the amulet real quick. We'll give her the magic ring so she can actually maybe kill them in one hit. That way we can possibly farm some full ethers if we come back here. Because I don't think the enemy spawn gets removed. I want to see if we can one-shot these little buggers real quick. Because there's only 2 here. We can charm one, see if it has something. I doubt it's going to. We'll probably give each enemy 3 tries and then just not worry about it. Does it give us an item? Nope. Yeah, I don't think these have items. The annoying little Reaper guy does, though. No, they're 500 life. That sucks. Yeah, it's not like these guys are dangerous. They only do a couple hundred damage, but meh. I'm fine with it. Oh, I have been thinking about becoming like a proper streamer on the platform. I know that probably upsets people, but doing things like, you know, having overlays and stuff like that. But maybe I will do it later. Because I could, oh yeah, I could always set up the, I still have the like computer I used years ago. I could probably set that one up to just handle the overlay. I always forget the timing on those guys. But yeah. And have that one handle that while I record on this one. That way, I still have the game footage for reviews. You're not a fan of overlays, like, as you like full screen views and overlays tend to shorten the screen? Yeah. That's kind of, I kind of agree on that one. But it would be nice to have something that, like, for people to do like super chats and stuff like that into that pop up. That's the only concern I have. And since I'm doing a lot of 4x3 games, I wouldn't have to sacrifice the size of the screen. I just have to move it to the right or left, if that makes sense. That way it doesn't actually interfere with it. And also, one thing I am really big on is keeping them anonymous, like follows and stuff like that. Because, oh, the overlays on console, yes, I feel your pain on that one. I have, like, lurked into a few streams that, yeah. Well, they don't always have full ethers. I guess the full ether is a rare drop. Yeah, I have the original consoles. It's just, meh. I don't want to wear them out by disconnecting and reconnecting all the time, because I'm swapping platforms quite frequently on here as far as what system I'd be covering. That, and I can't capture at 1440p from my capture card. Because my capture card is a old Elgato. Oh, and it's up there. No, this is not a first time run. This is, I haven't played this since, I think the last time I did a full playthrough of the game. No, it would have been since I might have, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have played it since I started YouTube, so it would have been within the last 10 years. But I haven't played it in a very long time. Until the overlay for image covers up the view of the game. Oh god, yes, that is horrible. And how's it going, Donbark? Donabark, I am not sure how to pronounce your name. I shall call you Bark. But yeah, generally speaking, my stance is, if I'm playing it on here, I actually do have a physical copy. So, in this case, I actually have 2 physical copies. I have the Super Nintendo version and the PlayStation version. And so that's why I settled on the PlayStation version, because cinematics! I love the cinematics in it. They look worse on the pixelated nonsense, but they still look good. Okay, so there is Baby Lavos. But yeah, unlike PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, they have that annoying thing on the right that comes up whenever you're streaming from it. I can't stand those. Let's see. Charm. There. Oh, and we don't have good AoE heals. We might actually die here. Lapis. They need a remake of this game for the future. I wouldn't mind a remake of it. Let's see. I don't think we can put them to sleep. I'm gonna try, because I can't remember ever actually trying. I probably should have had Marl here for this, because she's our main healer. Yep, there goes Ayla. Bye, Ayla. Okay. Let's go ahead and fully recover. I will go full tonic on Luca. We want to be over 400, just to make things safe. The head does not do a ton of damage, but we need to finish it off. And I don't remember how much life they have. Yeah, I might... did you not get put to sleep? Okay, groovy. Item, let's go ahead and revive you. This is, I think, our first time actually having to use the revive item. Oddly enough. I would not mind a 3D remake of this. Like, a proper, we are doing this the right way remake. You actually need to rip the crap out of this guy. There you go. That's why I brought Ayla along. But generally speaking, I think probably the best character for this place is probably going to be Ayla, Marl, and Magus. Because then you have a really strong healer. And the only other one would possibly be Frog instead of Marl. But unfortunately, we have both of them kind of already skilled up. Because I wasn't going like for optimal path or anything. But the fact that we're all AoE characters except for Ayla kind of sucks for us. Triple kick. Yeah, having a nice AoE heal would have been kind of nice. I'm glad I have her now. Item. Full tonic on you. We can afford to full tonic. It's not that bad. Oh, she's... let's go ahead and flame kick. Yeah, we don't want to hit the shell because it'll keep doing those little spiral needles, which suck. Twitch. I saw that, Twitch. Yes, there was an ad running for that fight. It literally went from ad break ends in 1 second back up to 60 seconds. What's up there, Twitch? In the new remake of Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven... Oh, man. I need to actually go back and play the Romancing Saga... Oh, I have a few on PC. If your character life points run out, your character dies for good. Yep. That's because you got gifted a sub. I think Gablin gave you one, if I remember correctly. Which is very nice of him. Full ether, that will get us 3 kicks, which is fine. I probably shouldn't be using up the full ethers, but... And yeah, I refuse to do the Subscribers get ads too? Nonsense. No. Hell no. He might be lurking. I think he's doing editing today. That, and I was originally going to cancel today's stream just because life, but I want to get this game done because I enjoy playing it. Okay, Brave Sword, that is Frog. Oh, annoying little guys. That's just going to be AoE damage. You don't need to be using anything. Just fire 2. That might not actually kill them. Oh, just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. You love retro games, but you also love the remake if it's done right, especially when they tell the story with voiceovers. Frankly, I would be fine with... I don't know if I'd be fine with it being like a Secret of Mana level remake. That one... But... Because the graphics on that one were not super great. But if it was, say... I'm trying to remember the name of it. Star Ocean 2 level. I'd be okay with that. The Star Ocean 2 remake, by the way, actually pretty good. For those of you that have any interest in that franchise. Let's see, did we get one? Yay, we got a full ether. At least we can get them back. But yeah, I would be perfectly fine with a remake of this in the style of the Star Ocean second story remake. Secret of Mana was garbage. You played it when it first came out 4 or 5 years ago. It was horrible. Yeah, I haven't actually played through it. I played through a little bit of it, the remake for Secret of Mana. I didn't think it was horrible, but it definitely wasn't as good as the original. There were a lot of things that they cut for it that just made it feel a little bit sloppy and less immersive. Like the canon travel. I'm not quite as angry about it as like Pirate Software is, but it's definitely not the best remake. I'm trying to think what the best remake I've played has been. We still need to do the Front Mission remakes, which is 1, 2, 3 is coming out relatively soon. Don't know if I'm going to cover that one or not. But 1 and 2 Front Mission are pretty solid for the fact that, hey, it's the first English translations of both of them. As far as like official goes. There's unofficial English translations of the first 2 and have been for a while, but I think people overestimated just how good of a series that was back then. Because they're getting mixed reviews. And the reality is, they're fine. Bit of a headache. There we go. Coffee. Helps everything, right? Coffee is the universal cure for life and everything. Okay, so we didn't get hit by that. Star Scythe! That might be an improvement for Magus. Maybe I should cover some of the remakes. The question is, would I still list it on retro on here? Not. Probably not. But we'll see. The original Secret of Mana was pretty good. I struggled with it at points, though, back in the day, even. Okay, so let's just dodge that dingus. I think we have 2 Shelly Boys. Oh, we got 1. Do I swap party for this? I think I do. I think we go with Frog instead of Luca. Because he still has something to learn. Robo would be okay on it. Not great. In remakes today, a lot of them have censorships due to the city restrictions. You don't like censorships. I mean, I actually haven't ran across many that are actually censored. There's a lot of people who accuse things of being censored, like Diablo 2, censored! It's really not. There's people who are literally mad that frickin' what's-her-face, Andariel, has a chain bikini, when in the original artwork, she has a chain bikini. But yeah. I'm trying to think of which ones... I mean... It's not like the old Nintendo censorship stuff. Back in the day, there were a few. Let's go ahead and sleep /you. You don't have good AoEs, so you are just backup healer. Lapis. But yeah, I'd have to go and look up specific examples. Let's go for triple kick. There. Tech. You're going to do a heal on everybody. Because that's just going to be cheaper. And you are going to be doing the ethers. I think Hyper Ether is full recovery, so we don't want to use that yet. Smoking detective in Suikoden is being censored due to smoking, so they took out the SIG. Oh. Yeah. That kind of stuff is just stupid, but... It weirdly, unless it is integral to the character's identity, doesn't bother me. I have not tried the Suikoden remake because I don't think it's out yet. Is it? Take out the head. There we go. Yeah, until I have my hands on it, I can't really judge it. Because things change. Things change a lot. Trying to think. Oh, this section. Oh, and you'll have to start over. God, I hate this section. I think this is necessary to get to... Nope, it's not. Okay. I thought it was necessary to get to certain items, and we can use a shelter here. Yeah, I've had the whole... people unironically blaming it on, like, DEI or Sweet Baby Inc. has got... No. Generally speaking, one... It's the company's decision as to how they want to present themselves in the modern age. There are some economic pressures on it, but nothing that... It's not a conspiracy. The Dragon Quest III one, if I remember correctly, was disproven. Because if I remember correctly, her original concept art was just a bikini, was it not? From an aesthetic standpoint, I think her new one actually looks cooler. And yeah, she was using... Let's see. Claims criticisms of remakes costume changes were mistranslated. I would have to look further into that one. I don't know too much about that. I know there was one recently where people were like, censorship! yelling about the outfit in one of the... There's been too many remakes lately. I can't keep them all straight. One of them where people were mad about censorship, and then you literally go and look at the concept art from the original release, like the original. And it's... The new version is actually closer to the original concept art than the original game. Oh yeah, this is why I hate this one, because it is. You have to run it on an angle. There we go. Yeah, I'd have to go look. Oh god, it's this part. Is it bad that I have like memories of like all these different random crap? Oh, Vedic Blade, I don't think is a better thing. Yeah, I'm very much of the minds. Oh, Brave Sword is a lot better. I'm very much of the mindset of basically. I generally won't jump on a bandwagon on stuff like that unless I've actually sat down and researched it. Because I've gotten drug into a few nonsensical things that way because I was like, oh, someone that I trust told me such and such, so it has to be right. No. I have been proven wrong on those, so I try to do better about it. We all miss things, we all make mistakes, but push the shell, climb the shell. What the shell are you talking about? Oh yeah, we have to fight one of those little dingbats. Okay, let's grab you. Dark Helm, if I remember correctly, is pretty good. Yeah, cuts shadow hits, whereas Rainbow Helm is wind, I believe? Yeah, lightning. I think we'll go with Dark Helm. Get her in some decent gear. And I will go ahead and get you to Rainbow Helm. There, he's actually pretty solid off. These characters are so slow. Yeah, there is... I don't even care if there's censorship or not. There is always... It's good to have some experience with the original release, even if you have to emulate it. I know people are like, emulation is bad because it's piracy. Well, technically, a lot of these you can't get anymore, so I don't care if you pirate. It's still illegal to distribute. In some countries, it's illegal to download. That's not all countries, thankfully. In the US, if I remember correctly, and I could just be misremembering, I'm not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, blah, 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 blah. If I remember correctly, in the US, it is only illegal to host the files. But I could be wrong. I know in the US, we have the right to make backups. Some of the ROMs you see me using on here are actually, like, I have backed them up myself off of my physical games. So that's why, like with this one, some of the glitches we've gotten, maybe I could re-rip it. It's probably not a perfect rip though. Generally speaking, if you actually want one that's not going to have flaws, you're better off downloading it, which is stupid, but... Go and get you going. We are going to go with a heal, and you are just going to attack the head. Apply directly to the forehead. Yeah, wait and see is a good philosophy, and also hit that rabbit hole is a good philosophy. Never played emulated games before? They're, for the most part, if you're emulating things PlayStation 1 and earlier, it's going to be easy as hell. You actually, the only hard part is going to be getting the BIOS for the PlayStation 1. But yeah, emulation of a lot of things is pretty good. Once you get to PlayStation 2, it's generally about 95% of the way there and pretty easy to do, especially with the recent upgrades to the PlayStation 2 emulator. The popular one, PCSX2, I believe it's what it's called. And that one is pretty good. But once you get into like the more esoteric stuff, like Xbox emulation which I don't know why that one is so hard. I haven't done research into it. I do have a physical Xbox that I will be using to cover certain Xbox exclusives. But because the emulation on it just isn't there. Saturn is actually getting pretty good nowadays. It's maybe about like 80% of the way there. Too afraid to jailbreak your system for that? Yeah, no. If you're going to emulate, 100% do it on PC. There are a few okay mobile phone apps that are okay at like early emulation, like PlayStation 1 and earlier. I wouldn't do like PlayStation 2 on a phone right now. There's some Linux ones, but yeah, I would not do it on a console. That would be just... No. I know that a friend of the channel, Riss, was doing, like, looking into doing that on the Xbox, but it's a good way to get your system banned. So, generally speaking, you don't want to do that. Because they're closed ecosystems. They can just ban you from their online services for just looking at them funny. Like, we don't want to service you anymore. Okay, so there's nothing else here. Is there anything up in here? Don't think there is. Yeah, what we want to do is move this over here. And then we can climb it up to there. But yeah, PC, even if it's just like an old-ass laptop, is going to be generally a better experience. What was that? That was up there. Do you see that too? Okay, let's swap our party members because this is the peak. But yeah, generally speaking, I am a proponent of emulation for the simple fact that it is excellent. Excellent for preservation purposes. There are games that would not exist anymore if not for emulation. So, piracy is kind of the same way. I'm not as big at condoning piracy as I am emulation, even though there is a huge overlap there, but digital backups, put them multiple places. All who fear the night and stand against the darkness, please give us strength. Chrono! The pendant's reacting. Throw out the doll. Come on, Magus. Give them what they need. And if I remember correctly, wasn't somebody getting like in trouble for jailbreaking switches, if I remember correctly? Silly to think we could get him back. No, it wasn't. If they brought the old games back to console with price tags, you'd be happy to pay for it. But if it is crappy, I'd be pissed paying for it. Yeah, like the Steam remake of this. Oh man, I really hope the Pixel Remaster crew gets to do this. I would not mind a Pixel Remaster of Chrono Trigger. I absolutely hate the, like, initial ports that Square did to Steam. They were just the mobile versions, and it was awful. Of this, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy V. I think they did a Final Fantasy IV one that was okay-ish, but they also, the 3D one was great on PC. That's the frickin' 2D ones that they just kind of slapped on here and were like, here you go, here's a smeary, nasty mess. It's like, why? And there we are, we're back at that instant. A time freeze, I never thought it possible. There's Magus. What a pity, we weren't able to change a thing. I do find it interesting that we can't actually talk to and get information about our other old selves. We'll just exchange the clone for Chrono. I would still back up my original stuff, by the way. I do not distribute ROMs. I do not tell people how to get ROMs. But there are safe ways to do it and dangerous ways to do it. But yeah, if they just like release, hey, here's our classic collections, and then there's the whole issue of licensing. There are quite a few games where the studio's now defunct, and the ones that actually own the IP are some just holdings company that has no actual investment in the gaming industry, so they would never hear anything about this. Which is really stupid. I'm glad you're back, Chrono. If someone told you how to do it, I still wouldn't do it because not being a tech person, you have no confidence in yourself dealing with tech stuff. Generally speaking, like I said, I wouldn't do it on console. Console, it's not significantly harder once you get past the jailbreaking part. Can't do that to me ever again. Aw. The love interest. Yeah, you have to have Marl here. You can't just do this part without Marl. While you were away, a lot of things happened. First we, and after that we. But Chrono, are you even listening? There's so much you have to know. Yeah, Marl, I think, is probably the best interaction here. And now we have Chrono back. Although I think he is already maxed out. But that was the most important part today, was getting him back. Yeah, he's maxed out. She's maxed out. Frog has Frog Squash left. And Marl is maxed out. So it's going to probably be Magus, Luca, and Robo for a while. Because we absolutely need Magus and Robo kind of brought up. But yeah, you're also, the process of like emulating on PC, you're far less likely to just ruin your system than if you do it on console. So Magus in the lead, Luca, Robo. This is an awful team. Decent damage output, but awful team. Okay, so we have Chrono. We have plenty of good stuff there. And I think does he tell us about the side quests? Do a thing, just gave you a place to begin. If you really want to thank me, make me a member of your team. Sure. Seems to have a heart and mind of its own. You may use that bucket or fly the wings of time to the day of Lavos, or there's the Black Omen, which floats in the sky above your world. Lavos is somehow connected with it. It's up to you to decide when and where to fight Lavos, but now realize you are the only ones who stand a chance against him. However, you will not be alone. I had vague glimpses of events, people and places that will empower you. In the Middle Ages, a woman's sheer determination brings a forest back to life. A fugitive in the Middle Ages, Ozzy, maintains an evil hideout. There's a task to be done in the future where machinery originated, and there's a very special stone that can shine its light on each generation from the distant past to the far future. There's a ghost of lofty knight slain by Magus in the Middle Ages who haunts the present. There's an object in the Middle Ages that sparkles like a rainbow. One of you is close to someone who needs help. Find this person fast. Just as you touch the lives of every life form you meet, so too will their energy strengthen you! Fail to live up to your potential and you will never win. I am sorry that I must simply witness the coming spectacles from my vantage point here. He's kind of trapped here. Because he built this place. Ready to screw up since you paid $2,600. Oh god, yes. Yeah, anything that... It's very nerve-wracking. I can feel you on that one. Never, don't do it if you're uncomfortable with it. Okay, the time egg is done. The fated hour. Yeah, now we just get side quests. Does everyone like side quests? We got side quests. Sorry. Okay, so we have all those unlocked. Specchio, I don't think has upgraded again. No, he hasn't. I forget what levels he does. But yeah, generally you want to hit him with a magic team. Let's see, which one of these is the cold water? That's the cold water. I keep a full water next to my desk, but usually it's a warm one. But since I am feeling a bit under the weather, I wanted a cold one. Let's see, retro games tend to make you think harder and work your brain compared to the more modern ones. Depends on the game. Generally, going back to a lot of these games, of course, there is the bias of, I've played this before. It may have been years or even a decade plus for some of them, but I've played them before, so my brain actually is able to say, hey, guess what? I know what you're doing, and I have those memories locked away behind many bad puns. Whereas modern games, I'm playing blind. But yeah, some of the games definitely... Modern games are definitely just dumb fests, but I've played quite a few that are not. Okay, I think this is the robot one they were talking about. I also don't mind quality of life stuff. There's situations where it doesn't do anything for me, but situations where it does. Please follow me. I think it's mandatory we have Robo in front. No, we don't necessarily need him in front, but... Yeah, there were also really dumb games back in my day. Holy crap, there were a few. Should I say, Prometheus, how dare you defile this place with humans? I haven't seen them in ages. Let me welcome them. Come closer. Yay, and we can never leave again. Let's just see what you can do. Okay, I don't remember if we can actually get off of this once we start going. We can, okay. You like when they put easy modes in modern versions like the storytelling modes, which original retro games do not have? Now let's go ahead and go to this. Main quality of life improvement I actually like about modern games is the removal of the life system. By life system, I am referring to... like, you have 3 lives situation. So much better. That the life system is a holdover from the arcade days. Fire Punch, groovy. We got a new skill. Unfortunately, Robo's kind of weak. So he's just going to have to deal with what we can deal with. Oh god, come on. Please stop stuttering. Lightning 2. Laser Spin. I don't know how hard this area is going to be. But yeah, those stutters and stuff like that, they were present on PlayStation as well. I probably should be using Napalm, considering how small of an area we're actually in. Because we're only fighting in like 1/3 of the screen. That's fight number 2. I think there's a few more, yeah. They did not do a great job on the frickin'... yeah, we'll do Lightning 2. They did not do a great job on the PlayStation port for this, other than the cinematics. It has the same problem that pretty much all of the... we'll just do a Fire 2. That pretty much all of the PlayStation RPGs had, and that was like just loading times, getting into battles and stuff like that, or transitioning between areas. And yes, the emulator actually emulates those. because it feels authentic. Zelda arcade games, yeah. There were some games back in the day that were moving past it, but it wasn't super common. I don't think we really started to see the move away from it until like PC started becoming the dominant platform for kind of like indie titles. Laser spin, ouch. Luca is just getting the crap beat out of her. They really don't like her. She has taken pretty much all the hits. Why? Why is it this way? Yeah, Magus is almost killing them in one hit. I might have to actually just swap him over to the magic ring now that I have... Ooh, someone learned magic wall. Once we get past the conveyor belt section, I'm going to switch him over to a magic ring. Yeah, we'll just do fire too so we don't get the crap beaten out of Luca. Yeah, I think they're at 1,000 life each. You select disc readers instead of the PC-like consoles. You play games that do not take space on your system like it does today. Oh god, I hate the digital-only move for consoles. It's one reason I won't really collect for anything like current generation and later. Because they're just pushing towards it. It saves them costs on printing discs. They still sell a crap ton of discs for major releases, but I don't know. If it's on console, I kind of wish it had to be like complete on disc. Because there's even ones where they give you the disc and it's just a glorified installer, which is irritating. Can I actually swap party members here? I don't think I can. Can I? I can! Okay, that's fine. We probably should have Ayla in here somewhere, but it will be fine. It's not the end of the world. If I need to actually like farm items, I cannot come back here, I don't think, but I don't think there's any like essential missables. There might just be missable like higher tier gear or things that we can sell, but eh. Best system for you is PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 is a great... honestly, it probably is the GOAT. Like, greatest system of all time. Just because... yeah, you actually have the speed belt on. That is the fastest you get. Our current party is actually awfully slow. Okay, so you are topped off. Let's go ahead and just get everybody to the max. There you go. And I don't think we have good dual text for this group. And we'll do a mid-ether. No, we'll just do a normal ether on you. We'll do a mid-ether on you. That works. Yeah, PlayStation 2 just had the depth and breadth that no other system can really compete with, other than maybe PC. But PC doesn't really count. As far as like my favorite system gameplay-wise, ooh, that's a bit tougher. Because there are games that, if I had to choose between PlayStation 2 and certain other consoles, I don't think I'd be able to. Just because there is a game that I can't give up, like Super Nintendo versus PlayStation 2. It's like, I can't choose. You're asking me to decide between my children kind of situation. Yeah, I forgot to put the ring on Magus. I'm sorry, I'm so easily distracted. I've got like a bit of a headache today. The caffeine is helping. That's what one of the things caffeine is good for, but 300 years ago, the Lavos disaster greatly changed the planet. At this rate, humans will die out from pure despair. Wow. And I just pressed the wrong button. I want this one. But yeah, I'd say PlayStation 2, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis are like my top 3 systems. I love Saturn. I love GameCube and stuff like that. All this sort of unloved consoles. But they just don't have the library to make it that great. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I gave Magic Ring to you, didn't I? Yes, I did. You get a little bit of speed. You get the Magic Ring for extra damage. Swap you off of that for now. That'll get you up to a reasonable speed. 12 is kind of like the good enough point. There we go. That should be good. SNES is the best Nintendo system in your opinion. Never had problems with it compared to NES. That system was problematic with dust. NES is a weird beast. Well, not, I won't say very easily repairable. It's relatively easy repair. I don't remember how to solve this guy. We're gonna have to. That's a fight. This is one too. And the spring in the system when the NES cartridge goes in had to put several NES games to hold one game in for it to read. That's a classic fix, okay? I only had to do that like once or twice with my old NES. It doesn't... I don't have it anymore, but... Wager it's dead now, considering where it went. Yeah, let's murder these guys. 24 tech points. Did we get any skills? Nope, of course not. But yeah, for the NES, it's weirdly easy to repair because of how simple it is, but at the same time... Data on the Genodome. Guard machine. Robot guarding the figurine will block anyone that tries to pass, but if you place 2 guards in front of each other, they will short circuit. Return the broken guard to the room upstairs. Anything else? Yes. Conveyor belt. The belt conveyor on the right can be reversed with a switch above it. Doll. You must obtain 2 figures on the floor to fight the mother brain. Do not leave with them. Problem is, this is when you were a kid back in the 80s. Yep. Hard to fix those back in the day. Yeah, I can see that. Sorry for the squeaking. It's adjusting microphone. Damn it. There we go. To open locked doors, simply charge the energy pods beside them. Energize first in the pod to your left, and then enter the pod next and lock the door. So, energy pods. So charge them up. Oh, we have to actually manually open them, okay. Run, and the charge only holds for a little bit. Yeah, generally back then, a lot of things were just built to be more repairable, though. We've gotten way better at the technology for repairing stuff and the resources, but parts are a little harder to come by nowadays. Okay, so that's the next one, so we don't have to fight the lasers every time. We might end up just fighting the lasers just because lasers. You either blew into the cartridge or put one cartridge on top and use others to bind it. It was in the only fix. I did the blowing into the cartridge thing too. Nowadays, if I were to recommend it, if I were to make a recommendation, I would recommend that, hey, maybe use compressed air instead with what we know today. But yeah. Back then I did blowing in the cartridge too. It's bad for the connectors. Corrosion! But yeah. Generally speaking, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that one. There we go. I will figure out puzzles eventually. But yeah, my NES days, weirdly, while NES, like, specifically, like, very specifically, Final Fantasy, the original one, is what got me hooked on gaming. There are... Okay, let's... Oh, we can actually just manually open that, and that is to go down, I believe. No, we won't enter the dust chute just yet. I want to explore these rooms. Yeah, I wish I would have taken better care of my stuff when I was that age. But as a kid, you don't think about that. Kids nowadays don't think about taking care of their Switch. This in the same way that... I'm just going to go ahead and just stab these guys. They don't think about taking care of their Switch any different than taking care of anything else that they own. Yeah, sure, they'll want to keep it in working condition, but it's not going to be like the highest priority to make sure it has no blemishes or that they keep the box and stuff like that. They're not thinking about it as I'm going to call them something awful. Speculators rather than collectors. I'm a collector. I don't buy with the intent to resell. I don't care if my stuff appreciates or depreciates. I want to play the games. But there are people who literally buy video games just to resell them. You don't keep your Switch in good condition, then again, you rarely use it since you're a PlayStation guy. I can't really pick a specific system that I am particularly loyal to. Okay, so that needs to be aimed up. Okay, so that's a laser end. So there's that. Is this guy gonna take us somewhere? Oh, we've got to do the dust chute thing. Okay. I think it's the dust chute to get there. No, this is back to the start. Damn it. Used to own many different systems back in the early 2000s. We have to do all these fights again. I hate this. So dust chute is not how we get there. Got to do all these fights again. Oh, butt nuggets. Can I just spam fight through them? No. Back in the early 2000s, but too expensive to have all the systems. It's too expensive to collect nowadays. Ever since COVID hit, it's just been a pain in the ass to collect. Because there's just too many people who are treating it like freaking Beanie Babies or whatever the hell they were. Which is just... Stop... Collectibles are not an investment plan for the future, folks. Or at least they shouldn't be. Especially ones that have functional hobbies associated with them. Like Beanie Babies, they sit on a shelf and collect dust. Some people will be like, I like them because they're cute. Awesome. They don't have an actual function. Video games have an actual frickin' function. They are a medium for consumption. They're like books. They're like movies. And I hope that all these speculators have a massive fucking crash eventually. And the prices just plummet as people start realizing, hey, I'll just get newer versions from frickin' China. Because yes, you can get a lot of games and even emulation systems from frickin' China. It's our own entertainment, or what do you always say, an interactive movie? Yep. I mean, that's technically what it is. First, we had like plays and stuff like that, and we had books. Then we had freaking music. Then we had silent movies. Then we had movies with sound. And then we had movies with sound and interaction. What we have next, I don't want to think about. I think visual interaction is the limit of actually what I want to conceive. Because frankly, smell-o-vision, touch vision, like touch kinetic feedback and stuff like that, not something I want to think about in video games. There's definitely development on them, but not something I particularly want. I do not want to smell the grease and oil of this particular factory, or the gore of doom. Pine Forest, maybe. But yeah, that's a different kind of beast. As far as texture stuff, that would probably be kind of creepy, especially in certain games. Like horror games would be absolutely awful with that. Yeah, the only way we have to go is either control methods or sensory methods. I don't think we'll have holodeck in our lifetimes. I do think it is plausible to eventually reach that point, but it's going to be many generations past us. I think the closest we'll probably see is possibly the mist projector systems, if that makes sense. Okay, so do we have a save spot? I don't think we do. Trying to think how to get up there fast enough. And we can't do that unless we find that switch. Let's go and top off, and I'll just use ethers. And it's probably pissing somebody off how I pronounce ether or ether. Or I'm trying to think what other kind of mispronunciation I could do for it. The ethers! Back in the early 90s, when you went to a Magic Mountain theme park, they had a walk-in video game, cost $5 per person. You asked the person if the game was right. If the game is right, but he didn't answer your question. You walked in the game, wasn't what you imagined. Trying to think. I had some VR experience early on in VR tech. That was pretty interesting. Oh, there's a speed tab there that I didn't... Oh, damn it. Safe. Oh, yeah. Generally speaking, outside of like certain types of laser tag, most of them were somewhat safe. We have 2 speed tabs. I'm going to put them on Luca, or do we put them on Robo and make sure that this fight goes a little bit easier? Where is the gold earring? Not gold earring. We want the gold stud. There it is. I thought there was a silver stud as well. Oh, you thought it was similar to the holodeck in Star Trek? Oh, yeah, I can see why you'd be wondering if that's safe. Moriarty's coming to get you. Okay, let's see. Trying to remember if there was another combo with that, or if I'm... Oh, no. I'm brain farting. Yeah, and if you've solved parts of this puzzle, I think you actually only have to solve them once. So how do I hit the switch for this? I don't remember. Can we do something with these? I don't think so. Here, let's take out this guy first. Just to get it out of the way so we don't have to worry about running into it whenever we're trying to do this. Yeah, I would love a holodeck. But yeah, my first VR experience, as opposed to walk-in video game, was actually kind of awful because the tech that was running it didn't know how to run it. And the way it was designed, and I didn't realize this, I thought it was just broken, was it actually... The camera angle was based on the angle of... it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, you had an arm thing that went down around you, and then it was based on your headset. Think holodecks will kill us or put our hearts in a total shock? Doubt it's going to be that far. I don't think we're going to get there in time. Yeah, we're going to run out about right there. I think the only door I haven't gone into... No, we've gone into this one. I wish I remembered... Yeah, I'm just not remembering how to get to that other switch. Because I have to be able to get to it to... If you want to spoil it for me, please do. Is it this way? The only other thing I can think of... I mean, that would have been handy a minute ago. That is to what's-her-face. Well, we'll just explore around this area. Yeah, this is not a place that I ran very often because I was not terribly interested in freaking Robo. Robo has never been... I love Robo as a character. I never loved him as a combatant, if that makes sense. I think I've only done this area twice in my entire life because I'll usually just skip it. I think I come in, get the speed tab, and leave. if you played it again, you'd be like playing for the first time. There's a power tab. The power tabs are kind of handy too. I think generally the most useful thing is the speed tab. Here's the Mega Elixir. Because speed tabs let you get the hits off before the enemies move. $15,000. Oh, this is the dark part. Let's stop the machine. We have to destroy the central computer. Yes. If I remember correctly, they're turning people into food. Or fuel, technically. Full ethers. Yeah, let's see what happens to him. Does he come out the other side? Turns them into tabs. Oh, that's dark. Essentially turning them into power. Okay, let's fight all these, which is gonna be painful if they all explode. And yes, they will blow each other up. Which sucks. I mean, it's not the most damage ever, but it's definitely not pleasant. Heal beam, yay! Dark mist. Has he had the grenade for a while? I didn't realize. Oh no, dark mist is a dual tech. Doi. Oh no, he has dark mist. I did not realize we had actually learned. Jesus. Yeah, we are getting quite a few skills there. And she's working on flare. I just haven't been noticing that we've been getting skills. His are coming along so slowly. Tron does that when the MP neutralizes people for power. Let's see. This is where we put the little dolls. That I do remember. Ow. I love that they can shoot themselves. Like, not even just shooting another little pod. They literally just blow themselves up by shooting themselves. And I do love that there's like a little animation of Magus's mouth when he's casting. You didn't notice that. But if you do all the side quests and stuff like that, generally speaking, you will have all the skills unless you just skip characters. Which, if you're doing all the side quests, what are you doing skipping characters? Okay, so let's do a shelter real quick. I kind of wish we could pick up the tabs people are being turned into. Oh no, speed tabs are made from people. I will completely use people for speed tabs. We'll do a save here. I've just been kind of kicking around. I'm kind of surprised that we're as high level as we are. I don't remember being in the 40s at this point in the game. Don't you understand? This planet would be peaceful if there were no humans around. And yet you still want to fight. Why? Because people are important. Lightning, fire. Very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo. Wow, it only picked up one Galileo. It got a little for the other one. Got a little Galileo. I don't know why I get mildly entertained by the closed captioning. I don't know if YouTube's is going to be as rough as the Twitch ones, but the Twitch closed captioning is hilariously, like, off sometimes. Oh, God. Muscle cramp. Muscle cramp. Ow. I slept awful last night, by the way. If you're wondering why, headache, cramp, shoulder. This is why. So that gets rid of the laser, and then we can actually go back up there and actually hit the switch to reverse the belt, so we can free the other guy. We just used... Oh, no, it didn't actually destroy it. Interesting. I guess they're like 150 life or something. I do wonder if those have like stealable items that are worthwhile. Simply because they are one-time onlys. I know that in the Dark Omen, the one-time onlys are actually fairly useful. Because like the panels and stuff like that are where you can get some extra speed tabs. I think you get like 6 of them. Or is it 12? No, we're not gonna make it. Okay, we did. Okay, thank God. Then we can bring that guy to do the other thing. Okay, so that's now open. We need to reverse this. Otherwise, Broken Robot can't make it. Come on, switch it. Your hand is going up. Oh, we can't switch it? I thought we could. Alas, my ass. Come, Robobutt. Okay, apparently he can navigate it. That's fine. Come on. Come on, Broken Robot. It's the escort quest. No. Who needs pathfinding whenever you just try to go the direct route and then it runs into a wall? And of course it's slower than us. Vigil Hat. And our second little friend. So now we have the 2 dolls. I'm probably not going to use Robo later, so I'm not going to use the speed tabs on him. I'm just going to use him for this. How much do we need for Uzi Punch? Probably a crap ton. 450. We will use a shelter. Yeah, this is going to be the best that we've got right now, unfortunately. I think for the actual boss fight... I'm just thinking. I think for the actual boss fight, I'm gonna go Marl. Although, because we're gonna use her again for another quest. It's gonna be fine. Him We'll probably keep around. Robo, we're not. So is there anyone that actually needs more skill unlocks? Not really. So I think we go Robo, Ayla, Marl. We don't have great AoE heals with that, but we have haste. We have Robo with some AoE heals. They're not going to be great, but they're going to be functional. But this gives us steal and stuff like that. The other characters we'll be using for other things. And I do want to do this fight just to get our dual techs. Can we actually fight you again? There you are. Like, come on, buddies. I want to fight your ass. Let's go with Tailspin. Yeah, Tailspin can hit both of those. We'll do an Ice 2 there. That should get rid of all of them but the one on the right. And then we will punch this guy in the face. Oh no, he healed himself for 30. That's not really going to do much there, bud. $30 health compared to the damage that we do at this point in the game is not much. Boogie, Spin Kick, Aura Beam, Ice Tackle, Cure Touch. Yeah, we got options. There's one reason why you just go and take some easy fights with each of the different character combos after you get all the skills, so you can unlock their like double, triple techs. Just makes life easier. Just trying to think, is there anything in particular that we need to worry about here? I know she's a tough fight, but I'm trying to remember how tough of a fight she is. Do 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 do. I love the music in this game. It is, there are very few tracks that don't just like make me want to just kind of bop along with them. The unfortunate part, though, by the way, is that this series, for some awful reason, is getting constantly claimed by Latin Otterperf. Hi. Welcome home, Prometheus. Atropus? Yes, it's been a while, Prometheus. You can stop pretending now and join us. Pretending? Unlike the other R series, Prometheus had a special task: to live with humans and study them as a species. Tell them, Prometheus. Now step back, Prometheus. We'll get rid of these humans and then go see Mother. What are you doing, Prometheus? I won't allow you to hurt them. This one, I think you actually get special dialogue with Luca, but I don't feel like bringing her along. You are indeed defective. They have tampered with you. I'll destroy them, then fix you. You've changed. Oh, cool. Indeed, Mother remade me to eliminate humans more efficiently. My name is Robo. Wait, stand back and leave this to me. I think we actually do have to fight this one, don't we? It's a one-on-one fight. Tech. Let us go for Robo Tackle. And I think it's just pretty much a guaranteed win situation. Because I don't think she actually does a lot of damage or oh no, she heals 300. We barely do that on our punches, unfortunately. That's her laser dance. That's going to probably do about 200 something. No, only 100? Okay. So yeah, we'll just keep doing robo tackles. That's our best bet. I don't know how much life she has. We might have to heal like once or twice. Oh, that hurt. We might have to heal multiple times. Cure beam. Actually, you know what? Let's be wasteful. I can heal more than you. Unfortunately, I can't get haste on him. That was Uzi Punch, I believe. Area bomb. Is that actually going to hurt us? No. I can never remember which of her skills are actually a threat. Maybe I should have given him the speed taps. Slow boy is slow. Okay, I think we do another heal now. Because that should put us down below 400. Yeah, 400 is kind of like my safety buffer. So she gets maybe 3 area bombs off before we smash into their face. Yeah, below 400 puts me at risk of dying to her dash. The robo tackle. That's the only thing that she has done so far that actually hurts. So yeah, it's 3 of them to get us below. Because that's going to put us at 530 something? Yeah. So we get 1 more off before she does another explodey bits. She can't have that much life left either. Yeah, if this puts us below 400, we just do another full tonic. We can buy plenty more of them. This always felt like a fight that should just be an auto win. Kind of like... trying to think of a good example. How the other robots do whenever they beat up Robo in the first factory. I am... You are what? Probably sorry. Prometheus, it's been ages. I'm damaged. What happened? Atropos, my memory bank. Mother must have done something nasty when she reprogrammed me. Partial memory restored. I'm sorry, Prometheus. This is for you. You can plug this into your circuits. Please take care of it. Goodbye, Prometheus. Aww. Robo's speed by 3 and magic defense by 10. So now he actually has relatively decent speed. We don't have to dump shit on him. He's speed 11 now. Aw, the sad music is getting to me, folks. Makes me feel bad. One more shelter, and then we go kill Mother. Kill Mother. We must disassemble. I don't need to do the save there. Yeah, this game does the sad music pretty well, too. Listen well, humans. Lavos' children will one day have to leave to seek new planets and prey. This world could sustain them if humans were not around. We robots will create a new order, a nation of steel and pure logic, a true paradise. Our species will replace you, so stop your foolish struggle and succumb to the sleep of eternity. Okay, time for the hard part. Hello, it's Mother. And her projection field. You did well to come this far. I am the mother brain of RY Series Factory. Come, Prometheus, you must once again join us. I'll reset your circuitry and erase your memories. Then we'll dispose of these filthy humans. I'm sorry, but I cannot afford to lose anything else. Not my precious memories or irreplaceable friends. You would betray me to stay with these humans? You would turn against the family of robots? Humans have taught me much. Chrono, Maro, Luca, Glenn, and Ayla. I will not betray my friends. This is rich. They never mention Magus because Magus is an optional character. This is rich. Don't make me laugh. You have emotions? I'll show you just how human you've become. And yes, she is fast. Okay, so let's go with Charm. We'll charm the panels first. And she's just gonna beat the crap out of him. That's fine. He can take it. Yeah, those I don't think actually have an item, but I wanted to check first. Combo, let us go for some hasty goodness. On yourself first, of course. And you do the AoEs. We might not have the damage output, now that I think about it. Okay, so those are all down. That's going to do a decent amount of damage to everybody. Not terrible. Tech, you are going to charm her. You are going to haste Robo next. Blue mail. Okay. Yeah, it's basically upgraded vests, if I remember correctly. And you get these from a few locations. But I think they are steel specific. Let's go ahead and heal beam everybody just to get them topped off. That should be like 300, 400 life. No, only 200 something. Ew. And haste on her so she can start triple kicking. She's probably going to be our main damage source against Mother Brain, if I'm gonna be honest. Triple kick to the face. Yeah, that's a good, what, almost 1,000 damage? It's, yeah, gonna be our main source of damage on her. Let's see. Oh no, confuse. Yuck. Oh wait, no, that's tech lock. Oh, shit. We have the ability to remove that with items. Item. Let's remove it from Ayla first. This is why we have heals. Triple kick. I think we robo tackle. And you just keep removing that from yourself. We don't want it to stick on for very long. Thankfully, Robo actually has status removal protection. Triple kick. Robo tackle. Let us go for a cure 2 on Robo. And then we'll do an AoE heal, I think, after this. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, not as much damage as I thought it would be. Okay, so I think what we do here, I think we Aura Beam. And then on our next turn, we bring Ayla back and hope she doesn't do a triple kick on our face. I think Robo's going to be our primary healer. Marl is going to be our status, like, oh, Jesus Christ. Life 2 on you, Tech. Heal beam. That was a bit scarier than I thought it would be. I was not expecting it to just be the grand nuke that does 20 million damage to everybody. Oh, for God's sake. Item. Let's do a Lapis. We will do a heal on you. This is definitely a lot more challenging than I want to admit. Than I thought it would be. That might actually kill somebody again. Because it's doing escalating damage. Shit. I need... heal on you. Nope, we're dead. I might actually need to have a proper damaging team. That, yeah, I remember her being tough, but that's dirty. We need status protection. Probably, and gold on her. We only have one status protection helmet, unfortunately. We do have memory cap, which might actually be a good thing. He has Vigil Hat, which keeps him from getting stuff. The speed belt keeps him up to like relatively decent speed. She has memory cap, which can keep her off of that. You're going to be on Amulet, I think. Oh yeah, she can equip it. Protect status. But we have to go with Charm Top for that. The only other option we have... take Gold Stud off of you. So she does not run out of mana now. Because that's going to drop it down to 5 for each of her triple kicks. So I won't have to stop for that. Without Bandana, she's relatively fast. Oh, it's a tough one. Because I don't remember what damage her ability is. I think it's Shadow. Lumen Robe. Memory crap so we don't lose our stuff. I think Magic Scarf? Actually, Magic Ring. Yeah, I think that's what we go with on you. Mermaid Cap is kind of useless here, but we don't really have a better option. Although we could just do Memory Cap on you, so now we just don't lose. We can still get confused. But we have you protected against it. Guess we just go with you on protection against it as well. Where's Amulet? So you two are protected from Confuse. You're protected from Lock. The question is, do we instead go for something like this? So they can't get locked. She can't. It's better defense. She can't get anything on her. You can't get anything on you. You can just not get locked. We're a little slow. I think this is our best bet. I don't remember. There is a trick to this fight, too. I just don't remember what it is. Like I said, I don't do this fight very often. This is, if I remember correctly, one of the harder side quests. So we don't bother with the sides. We get Charm on What's-Her-Face right at the very beginning, Mother Brain. I think the main reason this fight is actually as hard as it is because we're forced into Robo. I hate to like throw him under the bus like that, but he's not that strong of a character. He's too damn slow. Okay, and yeah, they're just gonna do their I'm gonna heal everybody. Now, one thing we if we can keep one of those alive, I don't think she does. You're just gonna do the charm. But what if we don't do AoEs and we just kill 2 of the monitors? So she sticks to this attack pattern. I'm gonna get that blue mail off of you again. Okay, so haste. On yourself first. It's not going to get us up to the absolute speed cap, which is 24. Gets us up to 22 because our speed's 11. But Robo Tackle. That one. Yeah, we want to get it down to where there's just 1. So we're doing sufficient damage to her. But she's not off of this attack pattern. Chaos, not a big problem. Haste on you. I think we'll be okay. But the attack that I am doing here is... Oh, that missed? God. I didn't realize that Charm Top was so freaking big of a boost. We might have to do dual Charm. So she does Laser Spin, which is how much damage? Negligible. So if we just keep that 1 alive, we should be fine. Okay, Twin Charm. Dual Tech it. There we go. We want the blue mail. That's kind of like a given. We don't want to quick save in the battle because that's a good way to get yourself kind of like locked. Okay, so Heal Beam should be good for topping us off, and then we'll do the dash against her, and we're basically aiming for getting over about 1100 damage per turn. Triple Kick only costs 5, so that gives us, what? 15 uses? But yeah, Ayla alone does enough damage to overcome the healing. But if we keep that 1 screen alive, it shouldn't be able to heal enough to keep her alive. It's just going to be a longer battle. I think that might be the strategy here. Okay, so Ice Tackle. Let's see if that actually does decent damage. If it does, I'll use that instead of the Ayla skill. Yeah, 1700. That's good. Because that screen's only going to keep healing about 1,000, and we're doing about 2,500 per turn. We might have to stop and heal every now and then because she's going to do these laser beams, which don't do a ton of damage. But whenever the screens are down, she does the ever-growing damage ones. Okay, so not heal beam. We want Ice Tackle. And Triple Kick. Oh, no. That was more than enough. Okay, groovy. That was an easier fight than I thought it would be. We found the trick. Prometheus, why? Got the Terra arm and the Crisis arm. All machines in the factory have been shut off for good. Let's go. I like how he gives the little victory sign. Can we actually go back in, is the question. I don't think we can. Yeah, there is no access allowed anymore. So yeah, it's once you've done this area, tough shit. You can't come back. Let's see what it actually looks like as far as those arms go. I don't think either of them give him speed. Attack changes below 10 HP. Basically, that's one of those ones where if you're at critical, you want to be at 1 life and just bash the living hell out of things. Terra arm is just strong. Okay, so for him, we'll drag him along just to learn the rest of his tech. But I don't think we're going to be that concerned about it. But let's go back to the end of time. So we've got that one done. I'm trying to think if there's any like simple ones. I know that there is one where we get stuff stolen from us as well. Let's go to the Middle Ages and check that out real quick. Because I think there is still something we need to do for the forest. I will worry about the castle and stuff like that later. But I know that when we do the Sunstone, someone, I think it's either here or in 1000, actually steals the, whatchamacallit. Okay, so we need to land there. Oh, I think we actually go and get the tree from the past. And yeah, this is when we're actually supposed to do the underground guy, by the way. Okay, so you're sticking with us. You're done. Luca's not. Frog's not. This is a bad team for what we're going to be doing. Okay, let's just double check on them up here. What do you need? Because the forest continues to recede. It'll take centuries to revive the forest. I wish I could live long enough to see the wish come true. You can come for me when the job is done. Yes. That was the thing we were missing, was just leaving Robo with them. I forgot about that. I love that. Okay. Ah, Robo. I forgot about you. I know there's reasons why I love him as a character, but hate him as a combatant. Ooh. Fiona's Shrine. And we got our forest back. We give thanks to Fiona and Robo for replanting the forest 400 years ago. The remains of the lofty Robo are enshrined in the inner sanctum. Here's a hat made from a magical bough filled with mystical forest powers. Oh, yeah. We currently have 117,000. Prevents chaos, prevents lock, prevents stop and slow, and this protects status, just period. Vigil hat it is. Let's sell a bunch of crap. Because we don't actually need to keep a bunch of our extra... Oh, yeah, we have 5 of each of these. Okay, so red katana is just a status 1, status 1. Star sword is worse. Vedic blade is worse. Plasma gun is a status 1. Kaiser arm is worse. Rainbow helm we keep because it cuts lightning. Pretty much anything that has something at the very top is something we care about. Mist robes are worse. Mesomail is worse. Comet arrow is worse. White vest is a thing. We keep those. Rock helms are garbage. Sarah toppers are garbage. I think Aeon is better than Load. Doom is better than Aeon. And we're getting helmets anyway. Why are we bothering keeping these? Stop and slow. I'm pretty sure we can sell the memory cap. I don't remember whether the time cap is actually useful, so we'll keep it just in case. Big hand can go away. Crisis arm we don't sell. Giga arm we do sell. Okay, so we got 150,000, so we can get... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and... We'll get 3, why not? So now we just have permanent status protection. We never have to worry about it again. Do we want to actually bother going for the additional endings is another question. I might actually end up doing that. Vigil hat. And yes, the actual elemental ones are good in situations too. So it's not something that we are upset about having to swap out from every now and then, but they're pretty solid little things. Generally, we'd rather have... Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, we'd generally rather have the Vigil hat for just random encounters and the elemental ones for specific bosses. Like there's a fire boss that we're gonna have to face off against. Systems reactivated. Where am I? Ah, Glenn, how nice to see you. For you, it was a quick hop, but for me, 400 long years have passed. The effort was worth it. The forest has grown back. Now let us celebrate our 400th year reunion. Oh, God. Do we actually get a celebration? We do! Classic scene. After 400 years of experience, I have come to think that Lavos may not be responsible for the gates. I've come to think that someone or something wanted us to see all this. The different events over time that we have witnessed. It is almost as if some entity wanted to relive its past. Ayla, no. When people die, elders say, people see whole life pass by. 'Tis true that mortals do relive their most profound memories before death claimeth them, yet those memories most often are sad ones. Thinking things like, if only I had done this, or I shouldn't have done that, it triggers old, unpleasant memories. Will that happen when our time comes? Probably, who knows? Is there a point in time you'd want to return to, Luca? No, not really. I'm sorry, was that something I shouldn't have asked? It's okay, it's just something I don't like to think about too much. Lavos playeth an integral role in the fortunes of this entity. So who is this entity? It is unknown whose memories these are. It may be something beyond our comprehension. Our journey may come to an end when we finally discover the identity of the entity. Shall we turn in for the night? That is such a classic scene as well. I think that is the only time you get to see the campfire scene, too. I forget. Can you actually talk to people? Can I leave? Did I make it back to that moment? 624 990 AD. Dad promised to go hiking with me, but blew me off again due to his work. I hate science. I loathe it. Trying to remember this. I have done this part once before in my life. What is that thing? Tabin says to keep away from it, but it's so dusty I'll just... Dear me, my skirt, it's stuck. I'm stuck. Luca, help! I can't pull it out. Enter the password, stop this machine, but I don't know it. And she dies. I don't remember what the password is. Wish I hadn't heard what the doctor told Dad. Mom's legs, they're... If only I knew more about the machines, then Mom would still be okay. If only I... Yeah, I don't think you can actually change that. You ever wonder why there's sad backstories in this? Some of them are sadder than others. You'd mount some treads on me instead. Don't be so sad, Luca. Thanks, you're such a good friend. A piece of amber I created using the sap from a tree in my forest. It took 400 years and a lot of pressure to make. Hope you'll find it useful. Green Dream. The only password I could think of... I don't think we saved... I'm gonna do a hard save real quick. Because I don't think... we saved relatively recent to this. No, actually we did. Okay. Did we get all of our Vigil Helms equipped? Yes, okay. I'm gonna try one thing there. I don't think it's the password. I can look it up real quick, actually, just to make sure, so we don't have to redo this like 95 times. That's for DS. Controller on PlayStation. L10 R10. Okay, so yeah, there is a way to save her. I just can never remember it. I don't remember where you're supposed to get the clues for it either. Unfortunately, we do have to go through this entire scene again. I will button mash through it. It is a very sentimental scene. It is one of, like, the scenes that you don't actually see on a lot of people's playthroughs either, because it doesn't give, like, a major mechanical benefit. But it does have a lot of lore behind it. So it is worth doing if you want to go for completionist's sake. We're not really going for completionist's sake. We're just going for doing all the side quests and stuff like that that I know of. I might miss a couple. I don't think I will. Mostly the ones that I'm worried about missing, and the reason why I kind of went this route first is because these are the ones that I don't do very often. I kind of skipped most of the Robotide stuff back in the day, even on replays. And this is Robotide stuff. In fact, I don't think I ever did this one on PlayStation. Now that I think about it. I think I only did it on SNES. And yes, we're going to skip over a lot of, like, the dialogue until we get to saving her mom. Is the hint for it possibly in here? Use it in an emergency. Okay, yeah. That's the hint. But you don't have an A button on PlayStation. It's just, I'll just... Luca, help! Okay. Can't pull it out. Enter the password, stop the machine, but I don't know it. I'm trying to. And we just screwed it up already again. God dang it. I feel... You have a very limited window to put it in. It wasn't going to let me put it back in after she touched the edge of that, unfortunately. And I don't remember the fast forward button on the emulator. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep this on the YouTube video too. I'm not even going to cut it out. You get to suffer along with the stream viewers. Ha 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 ha. Deal with it. But yeah, if I do an overlay, by the way, it will be fairly simple. Because the game is the priority. That's just how these things are for me. So even on the stream, it'll be fairly straightforward. I might, maybe, record. Although for that, it'd be a 1080p. So no, I'd have to upload it without the overlay on YouTube. So it'd be like Twitch exclusive overlay, blah. Which is fine by me. And if I'm doing dual streaming, it would be, the overlay would be visible on the stream archive itself on YouTube. I'm still on the fence as to whether I, A, want to try doing that because it's fiddly to set up, to say the least. Okay, so we have saved here, so I don't have to go through all that dialogue again. Yeah, literally looks up password and still messes it up. Yes, that is me. But if I do an overlay, the stuff on screen, due to like... Because I don't know if I'm going to do text-to-speech. I don't think that would fit my personal enjoyment and style of content consumption or watching. I think I would do on-screen display text as sort of like channel point redeems and stuff like that. So that it's not just a constant stream or even a steady stream on the right, just like something that pops up, shows it for a little bit, and then zips back away. I don't know how the machine just randomly turns on here. Thank goodness. And now she's been saved. Dad promised to go hiking with me, but blew me off again due to his work. I hate science. I loathe it. I feel like I've learned something. I'll study machines now. There are no more accidents around here. Aww. See, much better result. I do like that this is one of the few quests in the game that you can fail, but is not a game over. There's not that many, oddly enough. Like, quests that you... Ow, sorry, just whacked my microphone while talking with my hands. There's not that many situations in this game where you... And even just in games in general during this era, where you can fail something and proceed forward. You got a kind heart, you're always thinking of others. Hope you find it useful, and it is a green dream. I mean, you kind of programmed him, so deal with it. But yeah, this is like one of the few places where it gives the hint that, hey, guess what? Robo might not be one-time auto reanimate. Yeah, we don't really care about that, but we can get a more lore for Luca now. But yeah, it's just where Lavos might not be the origin of it. It almost even hints at Luca being the source of the gates. Let's see what new stuff we have here. It's 10 years into the past. I thought he had another upgrade for us eventually. What a beautiful day. I'll finish the housework and take a walk. Which is something hard to do whenever you don't have legs. But if you remember correctly, earlier she used to be, like, salty at Luca and Tabin because of the fact that they were just always doing their science. So, yeah, it's just one of those little things that you can do. I'm trying to think if there's any other little things we want to do. We can do that one. This has changed. The great venture Toma Levine rests here. remember correctly, yeah, there's a speed tab behind here. I think there's also a note. Yeah, he doesn't get the rainbow shell. Oh, and there, I just completely forgot. There is one more thing we can do that's kind of a small thing. Let's go ahead and just drop here. I think the ghosts are here. This is not going to be a small one, so we're not going to do it. Actually, I don't think he lets us pass, does he? Can we kill him? Luminaire! Mega Bomb. Robo Tackle. Just go for the entire list. Nope, 0 damage. He does not take damage from anything. Is it physical attacks only? No. Yeah, you can't actually hurt him. Yeah, it just kicks you out of it. I couldn't remember whether you had to just lose this one. I didn't think you did. Glenn. It's Cyrus. Yeah, this is not a quick one for us. So we're not going to do it. I couldn't remember whether it's this or in the past is when we want to go there. And this village is Mayor's Manor. I don't really remember that much about this area either. I already told you what the characters I played the most was, and I usually built my characters up around that. The structural damage is severe. Ghosts lurk in the ruins. Yes, brain dead ghosts. I mean, if they're dead, chances are they're brain dead. And the Black Omen sparkles in the sun. Tomorrow should be clear too. Oh god, people are liking the Black Omen. Oh no, no. Oh, I know another quick one we can do. I want to take out the quick ones right now, so we can just do big ones in the future. Because there's going to be a few things that we can mess around with. Okay, so I don't think they have any of the little black chests, no. Bring some more soda. I think you've had enough sugar today. Pipe down, I'll tell you when I've had an ask. You see, I love soda pop. Heard about the ghosts? No. Ghost Knight roams the northern ruins. Isn't that a trip? What's great? He only failed to find the rainbow shell. Oh yeah, you have... It's a shop. Because I don't think this town actually has one. Mid-ethers. We don't have any money currently, but sure, I will sell something so I can buy something from you. Let us go for... Do we have anything that we can get rid of? Not really. I will sell these. Because we never use them because I, 1, forget they're in there. 2, they're really not that useful. They're okay. They're actually halfway decent. It's just not something that we really have much use for because we're generally just not going to have the spare turns to use them. Let's go ahead and get some more mid-ethers. Just to kind of top it off. Is that good enough for you to be happy with me, sir? Hey, I just bought a bunch of crap from you. Don't be telling me you didn't get a single sale. You just got like 50 grand. Got tree 50 from me. What are you, Nessie? And yes, the soda thing is a reference to alcohol. There you go. Husband's never on. I'm going to show him who's boss next time. Pow, right in the kisser. When I grow up, I'm going to be a carpenter, just like Daddy. Oh, where did we see a carpenter? Anyway, let's go get the real quick quest. Because I am fading fast. Okay, so that's going to be, I believe it's in 600. South of the bridge. I actually don't know. I was just looking at my upload bitrate, and it's been like all over the place. No drop frames, but it's a bit lower than I would expect. Okay, so the one we need is... Yes, he has different sprites. Let's go and land here. I think it was the Elder's house. There's one that wants the... It's not that one. The one that we need is going to be... It's not the Doro Inn. I can just leave that one immediately. Where we walk in, there's an old man on the left, and then there is a dresser on next to his bed. Because there's going to be a tab in there. And that's going to... Because we have to turn in the item from the church. We just didn't do it earlier because I'm a dumbass. This is it. Is that a Naga Ed Bromide you've got there? I'll trade you something for it. Let's trade. Hold your horses, I'll be back in a jiffy. I unlocked it so you're free to take it, and I'll be taking this. Ha 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 ha! Magic tab. Yeah, we could have gotten that, like, when we first came through here. I just... derped. So, let's use our tabs. Magic tabs on Chrono. Just to make his luminaire even more luminous. I thought we had 5 of each. No, we only have 3 of each. Okay. There is a point where we get 5 of each. So magic tab on... They're worth 5 gold each. That's why I'm being a derp. Okay, so Chrono gets the magic tabs. I think we give... Yeah, that just straight up absorbs water hits. There's red mail, blue mail, and I think white mail? I don't think there's black mail, but that's just exploitation of somebody based on their past deeds. So we might just stay in the Taban suit on her. But she needs speed. You could use a little bit of speed as well. So we'll use 1 on Marl. So I think it's going to be Marl and Luca getting our speed tabs. So let's go ahead and grab you. So 1 to Marl, 2 to Luca. We'll get some more speed tabs. And once we get like our main 3, which is going to be these 3 maxed out, we'll go ahead and... No, that's not the screen I wanted. We'll go ahead and grab... Brain fart. And I keep pressing square instead of triangle. Yeah, once we get the speed tabs from the Dark Omen, we'll get these squared away, and then we'll start in on our side characters, and we'll just use the side characters for alternate endings. If that makes sense. Okay, so speed tab, 1 on you, 2 on you. Power tab on Chrono. Yeah, he's gonna max out relatively soon. Frog is probably our next one to get power tabs on, because he has a lot of skills that scale with it. And magic tabs on you. We already did that. But yeah, now look at our speed. She doesn't need the speed belt to not be complete garbage. So now she can use like magic rings and actually do more damage, or gold stud to actually reduce her mana cost down. So now we are relatively decent speed. The only one that's going to still struggle a bit is Robo. Although Frog is still 11 too. 12 is the ideal point. We can get up to, I believe, 16 before it maxes out on base stats. With haste, it maxes out at 24, which is 16 plus 8. So, yeah. 12 speed is good enough for most of the game. And I forget whether we can actually boost our evasion at all. I don't think we can. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream. A bit of a short one. A bit under the weather, so we'll be doing more streaming on this probably, depending on how things go, either Tuesday or Wednesday. If Gablin's not available tomorrow, we'll stream tomorrow too. Okay. We'll stream Chrono tomorrow. But if he is available, we'll be doing Baldur's Gate 3. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.